If you're wondering how to use the Horigen wearable breast pump E4 model, then stick around, as in this video I'm going to go through all the different components that make up the E4, as well as the different settings and how to use the Horigen E4 wearable breast pump. So let's get started and take a look at all the different components. Now, one of the things I love about this breast pump is that it is very minimal in terms of parts. It's very easy to use and put together. So to start with, we have the pump motor. Now, this is what you use to control your pump. This is also what creates and drives your suction. On the top, you will see that you have an LED screen with your 4 buttons for operation. Next, you have your collection container. Now, this is a bottle. It also comes with a lid for easy storage. This is where all your breast milk collects during your pumping session. You have a linker. Now, your linker will connect your valve and diaphragm together with your bottle and your flange. Now, this is a 25mm flange. Your set also comes with your flange inserts. All right, so how does this all go back together? First, you are going to want to take your duckbill valve and attach it to the base of your linker. So that simply pushes on. You're going to want to make sure it is in place nice and firm. Next, you're going to take your diaphragm and we are going to attach it to the top of your linker. You can see that you have some grooves here which align with the tabs on your diaphragm. So that sits over, just line it up. Then you are going to want to push this firmly into place. It's really important that you have this nice and firmly in place with a secure seal, so that you are getting adequate suction, which helps with your milk output and also reduces any leaks. Once we have that together, we are going to want to attach your completed linker to your bottle. Now that simply screws on into place. Once we have our bottle and linker attached, we are going to want to attach this to our pump motor. Now this simply, if I go the right side, slides into place and you can hear it click once it is in. Lastly, we're going to take our flange. Now at the very top of the flange, you can see an arrow for which is the right direction. It's a triangular shape and that arrow lines up with the notch on the top of your pump motor. So line them up and then it simply pushes into place. Now at this stage, if you need to use a flange insert, you can insert that correct size into place. And again, we're going to want to make sure it's nice and firmly in and that you have a nice flat seal along with your flange. All right, so once we have that together, let's turn on your pump and take a look at the settings. At the top on your screen, you can see your battery life. This will reduce down in bars as your battery life gets used and then will flash when you need to charge it. It will start on your stimulation mode, which is these 2 lines. These are the short suctions that are used to initiate your letdown. Once your letdown has been achieved around 2 minutes, then you can switch over to your expression mode. These are the longer drawn out sessions for drawing out your breast milk. Now you run on this session for around 20 minutes depending on your requirements. However, there is also a third mode, which is your 2-in-1 mixed mode. Now this is 5 shorter suctions followed by 5 slower, deeper suctions. So this is the alternate mode to your expression mode. If you prefer or your body responds better to this, then run on this mode for your pumping session once your letdown has been initiated. On the side, you have your minus and plus button. Now these are for adjusting your suction strength. Now this will go up to 9 different levels, and I recommend starting on your lowest setting and slowly working your way up until you find a vacuum level that is most comfortable for you with feeling strong. So strong enough without feeling uncomfortable. Once you have gone through your whole pumping session, you simply turn off your pump by holding in the power button. You can also, while your pump is on, pause by simply pressing the power button. Now your pump also connects to the app. Now I'll do that in a separate video, but just to show you through, there is some great instructions that come with your manual for connecting your pump. It's very straightforward and easy to do. And within your pump, within the pump app, you have your play, you have your minus and plus to change your section. You also have your 3 modes up the top, and you can control your left or right breast, and to the side you also have a timer. So again, great. There's more to it other than just your controlling your pump. You can also track and record your feeding. There is also parts in here about your baby and how your baby is progressing. So I do recommend taking a look at the app. In terms of connecting it, it is a very simple to do. Okay, so when we are ready to use our pump, so I've gone through all the different settings. Now how to use your Horigen wearable breast pump. Once you have it all assembled, it's been cleaned, it's been sterilized, it's ready to be used, you are going to want to attach your pump. So imagine my hand is your breast. You are going to want to align your nipple centrally with your flange. Now, for the majority of your pumping session, you do have a little bit of movement, but if you're going all around, you will end up with leaks. This is not a 360-degree pump. It is designed to be worn upright. So for the best you can, remain upright. It's also designed to be worn in your bra. There is if I show you here, there is a bra adjustment buckle in with your pack. So if you do need to adjust your bra, please do so. Make sure you've got a nice firm fit against your breast. So then you just press start and run through your pumping session. When you are ready to finish your pumping session, lean slightly forward because there may be a bit of milk still collected in your flange tunnel. You're going to want to grab your finger and gently break the seal between your breast and the flange. You don't want to just pull this off, as it will pull your nipple with it and be quite painful. So gently break the seal, leaning forward, and then remove your pump. It has a nice flat base on it, so it will stand upright while you remove your second pump if required. Once you are done, we are going to remove your pump motor. We can then unscrew your collection bottle, and you have multiple options, which I love. You can simply place your lid on and use that, place it straight into storage, or it comes with a connector that you can screw onto the top, and then you take your baby's bottle and nipple. It needs to be a wide mouth connection. This is the Spectra, just for showing you how it goes, and that simply will screw on the top. Imagine that's got the nipple in it, and that is ready for your feeding session. Now, it is a little bit of a unique shape for a bottle, but again, it actually makes it quite easy for your baby to hold on to as well. So the two options with your milk is you can store it straight away in the bottle, you can use it with the connector straight away for feeding, or you can simply pour it into a secondary container for long-term storage or however you need for another bottle. Once you have finished with your pumping session, gather up all your parts, especially those that have come in contact with your breast milk. You are going to need to clean these. The pump motor only needs a wipe down if required, otherwise that does not come in contact with the water. So the rest of your parts, you are going to want to wash these in warm soapy water, or they are also able to be washed on the top rack of your dishwasher. After they've been washed, you're going to want to sterilize them at least once a day. You can do that by boiling these in water for 5 or so minutes. It is not recommended to use a steam or microwave sterilizer with these. So boiling water. After that, these can be dried off and put back together ready for use. I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions on how to use your Horigen wearable breast pump, please ask and I'll do my very best to answer them. Thanks.